Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are having a super fantastic day. It's obviously Wednesday, so hump day. We are halfway through the week as of today. And with today's video, I kind of just wanted to do a bit of experimenting and kind of just messing around, allowing myself to be a bit more messy with the drawing, with the coloring, the line work, kind of all of it. And my goal today was just to kind of practice like picking out a color palette, which I did. You can kind of see it off onto the left hand side, the colors that I chose. It's really only like 5 different colors, but I've just put them all next to each other to kind of see how it would look and how I would like. It is very much so like a natural tone or a fall tone, depending on how you want to say it. But it was kind of just an experimental day for me. I didn't really know what I wanted to do as far as drawing today, and didn't really know how I wanted to take this piece as it was. So I kind of just decided that I would have fun with it, experiment, and just kind of figure things out as I went. So I did the line work pretty messy, pretty just like very thin, very flowy, I guess. There wasn't really like, I tried to get the lines to look really nice and clean. I just tried to get the lines as kind of a basis. Like obviously on the face I tend to do the lines a bit more clean, but you can see as I go through that like I'm really just kind of roughly putting their lines down, getting kind of a basic design for how I wanted things to be in a basic look, and kind of just letting it flow from there. And that's really where my head was, is it definitely is a quicker piece, but in the fact that I was just experimenting and kind of having fun with it, I just kind of went with it. And with the experimenting, like, yes, I used materials that I've already used, but I decided to do a little bit of mixed media also, and I grabbed some of my Prismacolor color pencils to lay on top of the Copic markers to kind of just see how it would come out, how it would look, if I liked it, if it was something that I wanted to try using in the future. I definitely will say that, like, I do love Prismacolor color pencils. I've got nothing against them, but I find myself being way more of a fan of the Prismacolor Kohl Erase color pencils. And I think it's just because I've gotten so used to the way they work, the way that they flow, especially being that I use them as my sketch pencils. Like, that's literally all I really use to sketch. Like, every so often I will use graphite pencils or graphite mechanical pencil, but primarily I use the Prismacolor Kohl Erase pencils, and I love them. So it's different using the actual color pencils because there's so much more I guess like fluid when you use them. Obviously, like, the lead itself isn't necessarily as hard as the Kohl Erase. So it's one of those where you kind of have to remember that you can push hard, but you don't want to push too hard because you don't want to break the lead and so on. And it's kind of just where I was like, oh, this is all about experimenting and kind of just having fun. And you can even see in this, when I put her socks on, I had no intention of having socks on her. I was just like, you know what? I want more color, or I want more of that orange involved, or that orangey color tone involved. And so I was like, I'm going to give her like thigh-high socks. So I just kind of drew them on, and I didn't care that it looked messy or that I just, it's definitely not as super clean because they weren't planned. I just didn't care. And I actually do like the way that this piece came out. It is, like I said, a bit more messy than what I would normally go with, in the sense of a lot of times I like to try and have the like crisp, clean lines. And for this one, I didn't really allow myself to think that. I just kind of let myself go and try not to care about everything having its place and looking really nice and clean and perfect. And so I really just went with it and had fun with it. And sometimes you just gotta do that, especially to allow yourself to experiment and enjoy just creating to create. So thank you guys as always for watching. You can hear my huskers in the background. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next video. Take it easy.